Yo, welcome to Spectator Sporting. I'm Zach Roach along with my partner, Mr. Adi Wally. We got a big show for y'all today. You know the NBA Finals happened, and you know a big-time point guard just won, and it made us go reconsider this conversation of who is the top point guards of all time. We're going top 5. Before we get into it, make sure y'all go on YouTube, subscribe to that page, Spectator Sporting, hit that bell. Also, listen on Spotify. And today we got a special guest in the building to help us out with that. We got my man Squirrel in the building. Is he gonna pick Steph number 1? I don't know. Is Adi gonna do it? Is somebody gonna do it? Is it that? But we shall see. We got the top 5 point guards. A lot of great point guards in this league, so we're gonna go off Squirrel's list. Squirrel has got us his top 5 point guards, and me and Adi are gonna decide if we agree or not. So let us have it, Squirrel.
Okay, starting off, number 1, I have Magic Johnson. I think that goes without saying. Magic Johnson played 13 seasons, was a 12-time All-Star, 3-time MVP, 3-time Final MVP, 10-time All-NBA, 9 times on the first team, 1 time on the second team, All-Rookie team, 4-time assist champ, 2-time steal champ in the league. He has the highest career average of assists per game in the regular season and the playoffs. He's third all-time in triple-doubles. He's also first all-time in triple-doubles in the playoffs, and he also won 5 rings. So I think Magic just put together a complete body of work. He was great from the minute he stepped on the basketball court to the minute he stepped off, even though that came later due to, he dealt with his illness. But from his rookie season, he was the Finals MVP in his rookie season. Came in, transformed the Lakers back into a great team, and I just think his imprint was always on those teams, whether from the day he stepped into the league to the day he left the league. So I just feel his body of work was most complete for a point guard. Number 2, a little different. I know people love Steph right now, but mine is, I'm going to go with the big O, Oscar Robertson. 14 seasons, 12-time All-Star. He won 1 MVP. He was a Rookie of the Year. 6-time assist champ. 11-time All-NBA, 9 times on the first team, 2 times on the second team. He only first player to average a triple-double in the league, which he did in his second season. Wow. He's second all-time in triple-doubles. His first season in the league, he averaged 30, 10, and 9 as a rookie. I mean, once again, just another player that I feel fell from the time he stepped into the league until the time he left the league. He was just one of the best players there was. He was a big body guard. He changed the league in regards to that. One of the best rebounding point guards we've ever seen. So I have big respect for the big O. At number 3, I do have Steph Curry. Ooh. Steph Curry's my 3rd. Steph Curry's an 8-time All-Star.
Number 3.
Yes, Steph Curry's an 8-time All-Star. He's a 2-time MVP. He won his first Finals MVP this year. He's also a 2-time scoring champ. He won a steals championship in the NBA. He had led the league in steals once. He's a 8-time All-NBA. 4 times on the first team, 3 times on the second team, 1 time on the third. He made the All-Rookie team, and he also is the all-time leader in three-point shots. That's in the regular season, the playoffs, and of course that's all-time in every category.
He's the only unanimous MVP. Right?
Only unanimous MVP. When they broke the regular season record with 73 and 9, he was the unanimous MVP. He also a 4-time champ, of course. That goes without saying. And he did change the game. I think he, expanded the range of the NBA. There are a lot of players that do it, but I think he's one of the best, one of the 2 best, in my opinion, at shooting the long distance 3. Him and Dame. I think so.
Trae Young creeping up there too.
Yeah,
Trae Young be broke. I think he be kind of broke. I love Trae Young.
He ain't as consistent as those. So I just feel like Dame and Steph, once they hit half, they're in range.
Yeah.
And you're fearful and you're up on them and you guard them. Trae does shoot them, but I just feel Steph and Dame are the best. Steph is the all-time leader in free throw percentage as well. He's at 91%.
That's incredible.
So Steph is definitely number 3 for me. Number 4, people might not agree with as well. I have Chris Paul. I know people are gonna try to knock Chris Paul's playoff resume, but
that's high.
Chris Paul is he's a 12-time All-Star.
Yeah.
5-time assist champ, 6-time steal champ, 11 times All-NBA. He was 4 times on the first team, 5 times on the second team, 2 times on the third. He was Rookie of the Year. And one thing I think people don't want to agree and give him his credit for, he's 9 times All Defense.
That's
7 times on the first team, 2 times on the second team. So out of most of these top point guards, we will not talk about defense. Chris Paul was one of the best defending point guards we've ever seen. He's also the founder of the 20K, 10K club, which is 20,000 career points, 10,000 career assists. There are only 2 members in this club. The other guy, you know, we're not talking about him. But LeBron.
Yeah.
But
I got you.
we're not talking about him. Chris
James.
Paul was the first one. He was the first player to ever have 20,000 points and 10,000 assists. He's a scorer. He passes. He plays defense. His playoff resume may not be what everybody likes. May not be the best, but he does contribute to winning everywhere he goes. He's 3rd all time in assists, and he's 4th all time in steals in NBA. And he's still playing. He's still playing at a high level. He still was an All NBA player this year in his 17th season. Team had the best record in NBA. So
64 games.
Longevity.
yeah, so longevity definitely factors in. So, and once again, he's another player from his rookie year. He was right impact. From the day he stepped into the NBA, he was an impact player. And he's always been an impact player. Even when we tried to give up on him, when he was with OKC and when he went to Houston, he still found a way to, change his career and still be effective.
Yep.
And number 5, another shocker for people, I got Isaiah Thomas. Zeke.
I thought you would have had him higher, actually.
I love Zeke. Don't get me wrong. I think most of the credit I give Zeke is he had a lot of team success. But Zeke is a 12-time All-Star out of 13 seasons. He won 1 Finals MVP. He was all rookie team, 5 times All NBA, 3 times on the first, 2 times on the second. He won an assist championship in the league. He has the 5th highest assist total in NBA history, and he's 6th highest in playoffs. And I just think Zeke played in an era where it was a lot of the small guy was not as it is now in today's league. Today's league is a small guy league. Back then it was a big man league, and Zeke made an imprint being a little guy. He went up against the Magics, the Birds, the Michael Jordans, and he held his own.
He beat all of them.
He beat them all, right?
Yeah, he beat them all. Yeah.
They won back-to-back. They won back-to-back titles. I actually think they would have won 3, but he sprained his ankle in that game against the Lakers.
Yep.
And
he sprained his ankle in the 3rd quarter
and scored 25 and 4?
40. Yeah, he had 25 in the 4th. In the third quarter.
On the sprained ankle.
Yeah. On the sprained ankle, 43 points in the game.
I think they ended up losing by 1 or 2, and they lost in Game 7. But I think if he doesn't get hurt, they actually win that series too, and they would have been back-to-back champions. So.
Showed a lot of heart.
Yeah, he definitely did. And that's what I think. I mean, his career was based on heart. He had no problem fighting bigs. He was a very physical guy.
Yep.
And I just think, like, Zeke.
He got to fight with Bill Cartwright. He's made me think of that.
With that Karl Malone, I mean, there's plenty of highlights of Zeke just trying to, jump in a big man's face. So those are my top 5. I have Magic, Big O, Steph, CP3, and Zeke. Those are my top 5.
That's a nice 5. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at it. So Adi, going off his list, Magic, Oscar, Steph, CP3, Zeke. Anything you would change in that?
Yeah, I'll change stuff. All right, so no hot take here. I do have Magic Johnson as number 1, but you know what? But he's one of a handful of superstar players in NBA history that was drafted into an extremely fortunate roster situation. Okay.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Lakers, they already had future 3-time All-Star Jamal Wilkes. They already had future 2-time All-Star Norm Nixon. They already had the future 8-time All-Defensive Team guy Michael Cooper, and they already had the man who has the most MVPs in NBA history, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, okay? Yeah. So that's the team he was drafted to in 1979, okay? That had the 4th best record in the Western Conference, okay? So, and then, so that's...
it was a coin flip between the Bulls and the Lakers.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a coin flip.
Yeah, that we lost.
We lost the coin flip, yeah.
And even deeper, the only reason why the Lakers was able to get that coin flip was because a trade with the Utah Jazz. It was supposed to be the Jazz and the Bulls with the coin flip, but the Jazz traded that pick to the Lakers. I believe they traded for Gail Goodrich from the Lakers, but he was at the end of his career. And so, but yeah, it's just incredible how he ended up being a Laker. Okay? Yeah. Could have been a Bull, right? And so that core of players won a ring in 1980 and 1982, okay? And then the idiots in the idiot front office in Cleveland pretty much gave the Lakers James Worthy. They pretty much gave it to him in one of the worst trades in NBA history, okay? It was so stupid that I don't even want to read it how the trade was. It makes me lose brain cells every time I read it. It makes no damn sense whatsoever, okay? So the Lakers ended up being the only team in NBA history to win the championship and have the #1 overall pick in the same summer, 1982. They took James Worthy after they won the NBA championship, okay, because of Cleveland. And the crazy thing is, if Cleveland would have kept their pick, they could have had Worthy, or they could have had Dominique Wilkins, who went #3 overall in the 1982 draft. Cleveland Cavaliers pretty much hooked them up, okay? And so when Jamal Wilkes started to get old in the mid-'80s, James Worthy began to take over. He was the 1988 Finals MVP. He pretty much helped the Lakers get 3 more rings. And so I'm saying all that to tell you that it was damn near impossible for Magic Johnson to fail with the Lakers. Damn near impossible. How can you fail in that situation? So that's why he's #1. I got him #1. #2 is another guy who's the recipient of another extremely fortunate roster situation, Steph Curry. Now, I got him at #2. Now, check this out. 2016, all right, the Golden State Warriors, they win 73-9. Durant joins the squad on some bullshit. So look, here's the thing.
That's a direct way to put it.
Now, the thing about Durant is that a lot of people think Curry got 2 extra rings because of the Durant situation, but he actually got 3 extra rings because of Durant going to Golden State. Because if you think about it, Kevin Durant in 2019, when he left the Warriors, he didn't just leave the Warriors high and dry just to sign with the Brooklyn Nets. It was a sign and trade. It wasn't like how LeBron left Cleveland. This was a sign and trade where they got D'Angelo Russell. Then after a year or so, they flipped him for Wiggins and a #1 over. I mean, not #1 over. A first round pick, which ended up being Kuminga. So they got Wiggins now. So do the Warriors beat the Celtics without Wiggins? No. So Durant contributed to 3 rings for Steph Curry. So I got him at #2. He has 4 rings and all the wonderful things Squirrel said about him. And #3, I have the big O, Oscar Robertson. Okay, Mr. Triple Double, the original Mr. Triple Double, 1964 MVP with the Cincinnati Royals. Okay, he was a 3-time All-Star MVP. Like Squirrel said, #2 all time and career triple-double. So yeah, I got Oscar Robertson there. And then #4, I got Zeke. Isaiah Thomas. Okay. Like you guys said, he was a leader of a team that eliminated 3 dynasties: Magic Johnson's Lakers, Larry Bird's Celtics, Michael Jordan's Bulls. In 1985, he led the NBA in assists, 13.9 assists per game. That's the 3rd highest in NBA history, okay?
Damn, who averaged more than 13.9 assists in the season?
We gonna get to him. Your answer will be, it's gonna be answered on the show. We gonna get to him. We gonna get to him, okay? And so, now Isaiah Thomas, 1990 Finals MVP, 2-time NBA champion, okay? #5, I got the Houdini of the hardware, Bob Cousy.
These are my honorable mentions.
I like that.
Houdini of the hardware. Now, John Stockton is the only guy that has more assist champions. Led the league in assists more times than Bob Cousy. Okay, Cousy did it 8 times. John Stockton did it 9 times. And Bob Cousy was a 1957 MVP of the NBA. He was a 12-time All-NBA guy, and also he has the most championships amongst point guards. Most championships amongst point guards. He has 6. I got Bob Cousy at #5.
That's it. Both of y'all got some really good lists. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna front. So let me see. I mostly agree with y'all for the most part. I'm gonna go from the bottom up.
Okay.
I'm gonna go from the bottom up. Now, I got Jason Kidd #5.
Okay.
I got Kidd, 10-time All-Star, 5-time NBA first team, and you say Chris Paul was a defender? So was Jason Kidd. 4-time All-Defensive first team, 5-time second team, led the NBA in assists 5 times. Also, is 3rd all-time in career assists. Or is he second?
No, he's second. He's second.
He's second.
I apologize. 12,091 assists. And also second is steals. So Kidd, once again, he came in the league. We just running up the court, getting everybody involved. The passing was so immaculate. Jason Kidd ended up finally getting that championship with Dallas. But every team Kidd went to, his most remarkable was with the Nets. Okay, he got the New Jersey Nets before they went to Brooklyn, had them go to back-to-back finals. And they lost to two powerhouses.
Yep.
They lost to two powerhouses with the Spurs and the Lakers. So that's who Kidd was trying to beat. But I got Kidd number 5. Number 4, listen, John Stockton. John Stockton. Right. Listen, 10-time All-Star, 9 all-time leader in steals, all-time leader in assists, 9-time assist leader. I mean, the man, every year Utah was winning games. They was in the playoffs, went to finals twice, couldn't beat MJ and Pippen, but that John Stockton just really was the definition of a point guard. And I mean, just fed the pick and roll. The pick and roll is so popular because of him.
Since you brought him up, that's the guy. That's the answer to your question. He said who averaged more than 13.9.
I didn't know he realized he averaged 13.9 in one season, though. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was Zeke, and then John Stockton actually averaged 14 assists a game twice in his career.
Twice. That's incredible.
All-time assist leader and all-time steal leader.
And that's crazy. So John Stockton is number 4. Number 3, Isaiah Thomas.
Number 3?
Yeah, listen. Now this is a bias because Isaiah, when I was a kid, was my favorite player. That's who I tried to play like. The man had handles like out this world. Yeah. The man was tough. The man didn't back down from nobody. And I just loved the way he played all the time. He still don't back down from people. he still don't. So I know y'all had the Big O. Big O was kind of a combo guard. So I that's tough. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't put the Big O in there.
I didn't put it in. I didn't.
Ooh, that's tough.
I didn't. But number 2, and believe it or not, in today's show, I am going number 2, Steph Curry. Okay. Steph Curry. Hey, as much as as one of the biggest Steph Curry fans, I couldn't do it. I didn't have the heart to do it because I got to be real about the situation. But Steph Curry, if you want to argue about dominance in this era, you got LeBron James and then you got Steph Curry. No one has been more impactful than those 2 players. Even my favorite player, Kevin Durant, has not been more impactful than Steph Curry. Steph Curry has resonated with winning. Since 2013, the Warriors have damn near been in the finals every year. And the only 2 years they missed, they had injuries and they was right back. Yeah. And Steph Curry is the catalyst of that. He never left. In this era where everybody left their team, he stayed right in Golden State. Never left, still hasn't left, and still has ways to go. And of course, we could talk about 4-time champion, finals MVP, 8-time All-Star, 4-time NBA first Western Conference Finals MVP. I know that just came out.
Right. They just made that up. Just made it up.
Yeah, they just came off that stat, so that really don't count. I'm not going to use that one. But also NCAA scoring leader at Davidson. Let's not forget. So, no, Steph is phenomenal. And what he's done in this time in this NBA, there's only one player that I will, as far as accomplishments, now you might think a player, but as far as accomplishments and everything he's done for the league, there's only one player over him in this era, and that's LeBron. That's it. If you look at everything he's done, he's been unanimous MVP, won MVP twice, so Steph Curry,
can't argue with
And number 1, the man, the most charismatic man that ever put on a basketball uniform, the best smile, the guy that right now, if he was around here right now, he'll probably have us wrapped up around his, just listening to every word, it's Magic Johnson. It's just what it is. The man is a legend. He changed, Steph Curry changed the game, but so did he. He was one of the first 6'9" point guards with handles, who can pass like that. Just really revolutionized the game. Not only revolutionized the game, brought the game back. You saved the NBA. Him and Larry Bird. The NBA was actually on tape delay. They weren't even showing the games live. And Magic And Larry Bird changed that. And then Magic just, Scorer went through all of them, 5-time champ, 3-time finals MVP, 3-time regular season MVP, 12-time All-Star, in a career 11.2 assists per game. As much as I love Steph, I just could not bring myself to do it. I'm not gonna lie. So, after all of the players we named, what's some honorable mentions that we didn't name?
Well, on my honorable mentions list, I have quite a few. I did have Stockton, of course. We talked about him. Just all-time leader in assists, all-time leader in steals. And he also made 5 all-defensive teams, too. So I give him respect on that. Yeah. One of the little dirtiest guys you've ever seen on a basketball court. But if he's on your team, you gotta love him.
You love him.
So I had him. I actually had Jason Kidd as well. You gotta have respect. Another big guard. Like you say, 9-time all-defense, 6-time all-NBA, 2nd all-time in assists, and second all-time in steals as well. So Kidd was just a great player. I actually had Gary Payton.
Yeah.
GP. I love it.
One of the best defensive point guards ever.
Probably the best.
The best. 9-time all-defense, all 9 of them were first team.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Also won Defensive Player of the Year, 9-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA. So I have a lot of respect for GP. GP was just...
He was that dude.
He was the only point guard to win Defensive Player of the Year until Mark Smart.
So I definitely have a lot of respect for Gary Payton. I also gave some respect to Nash. Nash, he's a 2-time MVP, 8-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 5-time assist champ, and he's also 4th all-time in steals. So I did give some respect to Nash. He was definitely the catalyst for some great offenses. I know they didn't quite have the postseason success that people want to see, but I do think one year the NBA kind of stepped in and snatched their chance.
He had some bad luck.
And he was going to get some power.
Yes, he was going against the Lakers. He's going against the Spurs. One year he actually had a good chance to beat the Spurs, but he was knocked into a scoreboard. Player stepped on the court. Got suspended.
Don't forget about that year with Phoenix, and they played the Lakers when Ron Artest got that lucky rebound. They was on the verge. They are.
And also, was that who got hurt for them?
Joe Johnson.
Yeah, Joe Johnson.
Joe Johnson. 2005. Yeah, Joe Johnson got hurt one year, and I thought they were a really good team. So it just.
Don't forget 2006. They went to the Western Conference Finals. Phoenix Suns went to the Western Conference Finals
without Stoudemire,
and they lost 6 games to the Mavericks. Yeah. And Stoudemire didn't play that whole season.
So they definitely had some injury things going along, and then I'm not the biggest D'Antoni fan. He kind of ignores the other side of the ball. So they were some very fun teams though. There were some exciting teams to watch.
Yeah.
I also put Cousy, of course.
Yeah, Bob Cousy.
I know he played in the era that I didn't actually see, but his stats you have to respect. He was a 13-time All-Star in 14 years, 12 times made All-NBA in 14 years. He won 6 championships. He had a league MVP, and he also was an assist champ, like you said, 8 times. So I did give some respect to Cousy.
You know he played with Oscar Robertson. You know they played on the same team with the Cincinnati Royals.
Wow.
The 1969-70 year.
That's crazy.
But Bob Cousy was coaching the Cincinnati Royals. They was playing against the Knicks. The Knicks was talking shit to Bob Cousy, and then he came out and played.
And to be honest, that's the only year he was not an All-Star. That was after being retired for
6 years.
Yeah,
6 years.
So
he came off.
He came back at 41 years old and played. That was the only year he was not an All-Star.
Yeah, that's competitive. That's being competitive. That's competitive right there. That's a different level. I thought Michael Jordan was competitive. That's a different type of competitiveness right there.
That was
and my last one, I didn't know how to gauge this guy because he played point guard, he played shooting guard, but that's the logo. Jerry West, I don't. Some people say he's
a point. He's over 2 guard.
Some people call him. He's listed in most things you look up as a point/shooting guard, so that's why I didn't consider him. But
that's how I felt.
I gave him a little honorable mention because the logo was amazing. 14 All-Star games in 14 seasons.
Yeah, he was amazing.
9 times went to the finals. He only won once, but that was losing to the Celtics of those era, which was just loaded. He won a Finals MVP on a losing team. Only guy to ever do that. So he 5 times All-Defense, 12-time All-NBA. He was a scoring champ. The logo was just great. He was a very good basketball player, but like I said, he was listed back and forth, so I didn't want to pick him, but he's definitely one of the greatest.
I'm gonna rank him on the shooting guard list.
Yeah. So if he's not on the point guard, I feel he has to be on the shooting guard. So I just listed him just in case one of you guys had him because I didn't know, but he's a combo guard. So
Who you got, Adi?
All right, so like the last show, I got a rank 6 through 15. All right, I got the rank.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
ain't rank him. I ain't gonna do
I didn't
that.
rank. I just listed some.
number 6, I got Steve Nash.
Okay.
All right, so like Squirrel was saying, man, the dude. First of all, Mark Cuban, he admitted he made his worst mistake of his career when he let Steve Nash walk to Phoenix in 2004 free agency. All right, and I believe if Steve Nash and Dirk Nowitzki stayed together, they win multiple. They had a real good chance to win multiple rings.
And they were both young.
They were both young.
Let them grow together.
I mean, Steve Nash has no rings, but it's like he just had some real unfortunate. We talked about how Magic had it so fortunate, and Curry had it so fortunate roster situations. Nash had the opposite of that. You know, Amari Stoudemire getting hurt, Robert Horry hip checking him into the scoreboard, slamming him, and then Stoudemire and Boris Diaz coming off the bench. They suspended him the next game.
Remember his nose got bloody.
His nose got bloody.
They couldn't stop the blood. Joe Johnson injury. I mean, they just had a lot of stuff.
He had a lot of unfortunate circumstances to prevent him from getting that ring. So
and then him eventually with the back problems. Remember, he later on in his career he had a bad back.
So number 7, I got John Stockton. Number 7 all time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, 14.5 assists a game. The best all time in history, NBA history, okay? Number 8, Jason Kidd. I just, love his career. He was drafted by the Dallas Mavericks. During his 3rd season, he was traded to the Phoenix Suns for Michael Finley and Sam Cassell. Then in 2001, he was traded to New Jersey for Stephon Marbury. And then right away, turning point in his career, okay? In 2008, he was traded for Devin Harris back to Dallas, and for like 5 other players, 2 first-round picks. In 2011, he wasn't no slouch. He wasn't like he wasn't doing nothing. He was averaging
still good.
like 8-9 assists a game, almost 2 steals a game. He was starting all the games. He was playing over 30 minutes a game with the Dallas Mavericks when they beat the Heels with LeBron and all them, so and Wade. So that was incredible. Number 9, I got CP3. He's the only player in NBA history to lead the NBA in steals and assists in back-to-back seasons. He did that with the Hornets, okay?
Wow.
I want to talk about the glove. I got him at number 10. No player in NBA history has more all-defensive first-team appearances, okay? He was the only point guard to win Defensive Player of the Year until Mark Smart did it. He held him and the Suns 96 held Michael Jordan to his lowest points per game average.
Shooting percentage, right?
All that.
Yeah, so the man and he was no slouch on offense in 1999-2000 season, 24 points, 9 assists a game. I believe if Shawn Kemp didn't start abusing drugs and alcohol,
well, he got traded to Cleveland before that.
But they said in 96
he was already on the downfall.
He was on the downfall before the trade. They said after the Bulls eliminated him in 96, Shawn Kemp wanted a contract. They wouldn't give it to him. There was trade rumors. He started getting down and out, depressed, and started abusing drugs and alcohol. And after 97, after the Rockets beat them in 7 games, they traded him for Vin Baker and stuff like that. He was only 27 years old.
He had his best season that season. Personally, in Cleveland, that was his best season.
That's my point. I'm saying he was only 27 when they traded him in the late 90s, and Gary Payton was 28.
That's crazy.
And the Utah Jazz was on the end. They was getting old. Jordan was in there, was about to leave. They could have got them a ring. You know what I'm saying? If they would have stuck together. So I got Gary Payton at number 10.
I feel you.
Number 11, I got Mr. Cool, Walt Frazier. Okay, the New York Knicks. He won a championship in his third year in the league. He has 21 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 51% from the field. He was a 1975 All-Star MVP. The guy, he did his thing with the Knicks. He won another ring in 1970, so he got 2 rings. And so I got him. He's a 7-time All-Defensive Player, 6-time All-NBA. Number 12, Russell Westbrook. Okay. I got Russell Westbrook at number 12. I mean, the guy, he's incredible. In his first 7 seasons with Kevin Durant, he had 4 Western Conference Finals appearances, 1 NBA Finals appearance. Since Durant left, he only made out the first round 1 time with the Rockets in 2020 with James Harden. But the guy, he has 2017 MVP. He's a 2-time All-Star MVP, 2-time scoring champ, 3-time assist champ. Average a triple-double 4 times, number 12.